So in this section, we are going to talk about analytics and how to create dynamic analytics. So there is already an analytics section here in the menu items. If I just go here, I'll be seeing default analytics and conversation analytics. So what are default analytics? Those are captured by default. In that sense, key like total number of messages on this account, customer message, chatbot message, time spent on chatbot. So there are basic inputs that the data points that we are capturing. Peak hours, we can see these are called heat maps. Basically, what time of the day the bot is being used. So this helps in optimizing the bot maybe in the future section if you are using live agents. So this is helpful to have your agents being available during that time, and also session time. So there are a bunch of analytics that you capture. On top of that, there is something called as conversation analytics. So what are conversation analytics? Analytics are the analytics that you create in the chat flows. So we are going to create a few analytics to a demo bot that we have created, the customer support bot. So once I go into this, you can see there are a bunch of options that we had created, like user input, the user DIY, user guide, locator. So all these are different data points, right? When the user selects any of these options, I would want to see how many people clicked on these options. To ensure that, what I do is the only thing that I have to do is just after video reply or before video reply, I can just go down and there is one input type, right? Action type called as analytic. Right? I think I missed it somewhere around here. Yeah, this analytics, right? So and I'll do that for all this. I'll just go here. I create this analytics. So currently, so let me just create them. However, just creating does not create the analytic. Once I click on this, I can name this. I can name this as in this for this I'll name it as DIY, right? Type of graph, I'll have a line graph here. Then I save this, and same goes for others, other analytics data points, right? I use user guide, type of graph. I just select this, and locate us, and the other two options, right? Help. So I can name it anything, but just for because these are menu items, I'm going to name them to what they are listed. So I just go here, I select an analytic, and the only thing that I have to add is yeah, we'll cover this later. I think this is a new section that I had added. I'll cover this later. So template reply. Okay, I go save this, and we have to just publish this. So as soon as I do this, the chat flow is updated, and to trigger this chat flow, I have to start it with the I keyword, right? So this is understood. We go to the chat flow, and this is the chatbot number. What I do is I say hi. So once I do this, if you go back, I'll just show what the analytics are. This is empty right now. So if I go here, so there is this option, right? How may I help you? And if you see, there are 4 options. So I select DIY, you'll get the response of a video, or if I select help, I'll get an audio file. Okay, and if I do locate us, right? So I've selected this 3 option, and if I go back and I to just do a refresh, if I do this, you'll see there are 3 graphs being created, right? With a count 1. So what does this mean? There are individually these options have been selected one time, right? So now I'll go and select locators again and see if the count is increased, right? If I go now, it's 1 year, it should be incremented by 1. If you see, locator has been increased. The same goes, I'll do it, the last option which was missing was user guide. So if I click on this, I'll get a PDF file, but also analytic would be created. So if you see, there is no user guide here now, but post this, we'll have this user. So how is this useful? This is useful to just see what are the options that the customers are going for. One. Second thing is also just to capture those analytics, right? And study and maybe improve the chat flow. So if you're not getting traction in a particular chat flow, you can have that in the lower in the listing and have the ones that customer are looking for at the top of the menu. So analytics has various advantages, and we use it for. So this item is very useful that way, right? So also using different types of graphs also helps you to visualize that, and over the time it is good, a powerful way to understand, to study how to analyze and understand how the chat flow is performing. So in our upcoming section, we are going to cover with map to group, so stay tuned.